an actor ever, I'm sorry I have to say this, Larry, that could play, Jack Nicholson is my favorite actor ever. He may be able to do JR, but he couldn't do Major Nelson. That's impossible. And to have that whole range, it's just unbelievable.
Never say never, Bill. He'd probably play an older Major Nelson in one of these films.
I was doing, I don't know how they cast me, but I was doing Death of a Salesman. But I wasn't doing Death of a Salesman. I was doing the play. But anyway, doing the most dramatic part. I wasn't very good. I'm not a very good actor. But I was in the most dramatic part, I swear. And it was quiet, and somebody else, "How's Jeannie?" You know, it's a comedy, in a comedy you can do a joke out of there. I mean, it was all for a minute with it. "Oh, how's Jeannie?" I said, "She's fine." And, "Well, she'll be fine. We're enjoying it." Oh, it's terrible. Over here.
I just wanted to start by saying this is one of the best birthday gifts ever. Today's my birthday, and I decided to spend it here.
Bill is a Virgo, and I'm a Virgo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My birthday's coming up next September 21st.
Oh, well, happy early birthday then.
I'm 35 again.
Mine was the 30th, and I'm 112 now. I look at it, and
I just wanted to say I did grow up watching I Dream of Jeannie and loved it, and now I own most of the seasons on DVD as well. And I wanted to ask Barbara, what was it like working with Lucille Ball? Because I'm a really huge Lucy fan as well, and I actually met you at the festival in Jamestown.
She was wonderful. That was the third job I had in Hollywood. And I had an experience before working with Lucy, with an actress who shall be nameless, who wasn't very nice. I mean, really, really mean. And so I thought, when I came on the set with Lucy, I thought, okay, I'm just not going to look at anybody and smile, do my job, that's it. You know, put a little circle around you, Teflon, and don't let anybody hurt your feelings, just do it. Couldn't have been a nicer woman. I had a costume, I would never say no to anybody putting it, but I put the costume on, and Lucy was sitting in her dressing room with her friend, and said, "Barbara, come on over here." And I went, "Oh, here it starts." And I went over to her, she said, "Do you like that dress?" And I said, "It's fine." She said, "You really like it?" I said, "It's fine. It's fine. Go take it off." I went in, I took the dress off, and I brought it back to her. She kept that dress through all our rehearsals. It was a live show. And she and her friend put little sparkles, you know, the little machines that the grommets put on by hand. They sat there for 3 hours and just putting sparkles on to make me look better. And she was that way with almost everything that we did. And at the end of it, she wanted to sign me to a contract for comedy. And I wasn't able to because that very same day, Fox had picked up my option. And I went to Fox instead. But I've often wondered what would have happened because she would have been a great mentor. She was wonderful, lovely lady.
We've only got time for a couple of more questions, so we'll go over here.
All right, good afternoon, and thank you, all three of you, for being here with us this weekend. Ms. Eaton, I was wondering if you could tell us what it was like working with Tony Randall and the legendary George Powell on one of my favorite films of all time, The Seven Faces of Dr. Lowe.
Oh, that was glorious. As you know, MGM was the top of the heap, and at that time, it was still very, very good. They had the best wardrobe. They had the best hairstylists. George Powell was the most, how can I put it? He was so inventive, and it was like working with a a pixie who saw things that other people didn't see, and he could put it on film. Tony was hysterical. I laughed my way through that film with him. He was so funny. We'd play gin in between shots, and he kept winning. And I knew, and I was pretty good at gin rummy, you know. And I kept saying, "What's going on?" I finally realized I had the mirror in back of me. I could see my cards. So his response was to that was, "I'm going to get you." And we got up, and I started to run. I shouldn't have, but the minute I did, he really chased me. Poor George, this sweet little pixie man, was going, "No, no, no, stop, stop, stop!" And we are running. I'm pulling my skirts up. It was fun. It was a wonderful experience. Lovely.
Wait a minute, what happened? You're pulling your skirts up. Slow down. Gotta be a punchline there somewhere.
I knew you'd get that. But I had long dresses on. I couldn't run.
You didn't have a navel, so you didn't have to worry about that one.
This was before that. This is before that.
Okay, and our last question right over here.
I grew up in the 60s watching those three networks, watching your program and watching Bewitched. But I always wanted to be Jeannie instead of Samantha because Jeannie had Major Nelson and she could still do things that she should be doing that she could do. And then Stevens was the jerk because he always wanted Samantha not to do those things and to use her natural powers. So you were my hero.
Okay, I guess that is going to wrap us up today. Thank you